As we move forward, I want to introduce our first keynote, and I'm really, really excited and honored and super thrilled she was able to make it because she had an epic set of travel to get across the pond, so to speak. Dr. Christine Nash is going to be our first kickoff keynote today. And she's currently the head of the Institute for Sport, Physical Education, Health Sciences at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland. She's the program director for their online masters in coaching and performance. She's an honorary professor with the Institute of Advanced Study, Technical University of Munich in Germany. She's spent time as a national swimming coach in the UK and coached in the US, and is a very accomplished scholar, if you aren't familiar with her work, in coaching education and coach development, and the editor of the book by Routledge, Practical Sport Coaching. She's also a member of the Coaching Standards Group, the committee that endorses coaching education in the UK, and sits on the research committee of the USCCE. She's probably also one of my very favorite deep thinkers and fellow climbers. And so it's a really great honor to bring up Dr. Christine Nash.
I'm actually very pleased to be here. I'm actually very lucky to be here as well, thanks to United Airlines. But here I am. I came from Edinburgh. I actually left there on Friday evening, your time, and didn't get here till 8 o'clock last night. So it's been a bit of an epic journey, as people say. I wanted to show you a picture of Edinburgh. Beautiful city for those of you who have been there, and those who haven't been there, I would suggest you go and take a look. Very old city. That has its advantages. It also has its disadvantages, because amongst the firsts that Edinburgh likes to aspire to, it's actually the first city in the UK for sitting in a traffic jam. And it's also 27th in the world. So don't drive if you're going to Edinburgh. Where that red arrow is actually where I work in Edinburgh. So I work right in the centre of the city. You come out of my building, you turn left, you go up the hill, you get to the castle, you turn right, you go down to Holyrood Palace and the Scottish Parliament buildings. So we're ideally situated right in the middle of everything within the city of Edinburgh, which is actually a really good place to be. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the devil's in the detail. But what I wanted to do was give you a little bit about my background first, because I'm, as you know, I work at a university, but I wanted to explain my route to being there, because I actually started, my first degree was in physical education. And the one thing that that degree taught me was I didn't want to be a physical education teacher. So after that, I went over to Tennessee, and I did my master's over there, so that was really enjoyable as well. And while I was there, I actually started coaching. It's a long story about how that started, but I can tell you that later if you want. And I worked as a swimming coach in both the US and the UK at national level. And when I stopped doing that, and that was for a variety of reasons, I actually went into coach education at that point and then coach development. And I currently work at the University of Edinburgh, still working within the coaching